And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Young looks to throw on first down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Here's Steve Young. He's going to air one out. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it, but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you're
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. D Ford. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
On the double. 26 mark. Ricky. Hey. It's just me and you. It's just me and defense.
3rd and long for Young. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down again. Nick Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night. Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken very short. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Vick to throw it. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 3rd down, Vick. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a
ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Bang out, bang out.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. That'll be complete to Donald Driver. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Check 50. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Watch the ship. Hey, watch it.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. 18 yards, 1st down, Niners.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Hey, hero.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Flush to his right. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Ted Hendricks making his presence felt. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. He gets it to Cooks. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Slam. Check 37. Gun.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30, the 20, 10, and he will score. It's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken short.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
59. Alert. Touch 50. Alert 3. Alert 3. Under 10.
On second down and 4. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Jump. Kill. Turn up. Kill. 0.
From the shotgun, Wilson flushed out right. This is caught. It's Cooks. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Now Wilson on first down. Steps away to his left. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's our visiting side with a football to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
After the sack on first down, Vick dancing to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Deion Jones, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Vick. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Switch it, clear, switch it. Watch it.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
Well. Max 50, Let's go double count right here, double count.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Throwing on first down. Wilson eluding the pressure, and he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, and it's second down. Here's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. He finds Hopkins complete. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Wilson will throw again, escaping the pressure right. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 8 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
And Vic's throw there incomplete. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards now with the season over. Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore off. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Deion Jones able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. To throw on third down. Vic, and the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Ray Guy now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 34-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Alert, alert, alert. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno. Alert, 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 alert. Check. Look for signals.
To throw again on second down. Wilson being chased out left. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, 0-0-0. Spot that, spot that. Lefty. Bang, 19.
Now Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
36 power. Check. Bring it. Zebra. Run left.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. That one complete to Driver. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
Wonder how they did it. What if they twitched a little bit up front, a little subtle head movement that the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be taken short. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 27 yards there, a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Good job right there. Good job right there. Get away. Go, 14. Kill. 14. Find it.
From the gun, Wilson flushed out right. Throw complete right side to Cooks. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Clear. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Big gap. Hey.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. There, the Niners are able to stretch their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be taken very short. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, switching gears, CD, I got to tell you, it's always sad now that football's over. We've got a long wait until Thursday, September 10th.
It's okay.
I know,
it's
but
okay.
September 10th.
You're getting a little misty there.
That's when the 101st season starts. We just finished off season 100. I don't know. What are we going to do till then?
Well, I'm going to rest and relax a little bit, and so are you. But you're exactly right. It won't take us long to start to say, okay, when does camp start? How about OTAs, mini camps? We'll follow the draft. We'll do all the football things, but there'll be nothing like Thursday, September 10th, 2020. And they'll likely be in Arrowhead, right? They'll likely be there for Kansas City. I know it's not a given, but after winning the Super Bowl after a 50-year wait with that organization and that franchise and family, that game's going to be there that Thursday night.
Yeah, well, in the meantime, we do have some work to do because they're still picking up the controllers out there in Madden Land, I hope.
Yeah, certainly you have to. And why wouldn't you? Because you go ahead and play now, and you figure out who's going to be in the Super Bowl in Tampa next year, and I know you're going to let us know.
First down, Vick. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Check 52. Check nickel. Go. 26, check 26.
To try again after the sack. Vick buying time to his left. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Michael Vick. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Vick. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Pat Tillman. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Donald Driver, the intended receiver.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So here's Vick following the interception. Flushed out right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On 2nd down, Vick again. Completes it to Hardman. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Walter Payton taking it in as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, end result, touchdown.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Howie Long, like an out-of-control broken arrow, getting in for the sack. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
14. Kill. Watch the safety creep. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check. Crunch. Run left. Good tight.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson steps away to it, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Tight go. Watch safety creep.
Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. A good pickup there at 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up second and 13.
Hey, alert. Gun. 14. Hey, alert.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. It's complete to Hopkins. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's third and long.
Run left. 14. Hey, switch gears. Check 30. Check. Lucky.
Throwing now is Wilson. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
On
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Hey, I'm coming.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
This will be taken very short. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
At their own
It's our time. It's our time. Alert. 33. That's a party now. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Check. Alert. Slam. Check. No.
Here's Wilson. Rolling to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check. Watch twist. Check. 12.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The sack by Julius Peppers.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. From the shotgun, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
On 2nd down now, it's Jackson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Check it back. Check 15.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
25. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Watch the shit.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He's checking. Listen.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson forced out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
36 power. Bang out. Bam.
Wilson throwing again, buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. They run on first down with Jackson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Got it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken at his 4.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 19-yard line.
Check 80. Check tight.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
From the 22, Wilson flushed out right. Going deep for Hopkins.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Check 50. Hey, 0.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by an American hero, Pat Tillman. Donald Driver, the intended receiver. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Yellow. There's a 180. You
On first down, it's Jackson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run with Jackson out of the gun and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves. I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free. They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Tariq Cohen, 35 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch out.
I'll go special.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Mike check 33. Check 3.
To throw is Wilson. Going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Watch the safety creep.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Flush to his right. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Watch safety.
Here's Wilson, operating from the gun, escaping the pressure right. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. On the ground, McCaffrey looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. McCaffrey. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, 0-0. 19.
On 3rd down, Wilson flushed out right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Holt, and he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
14. Check.
Now Wilson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by Pat Tillman. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams that came into the NFL together back in 1976. The Seahawks and Bucs are underway. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And a cutback. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Christian McCaffrey, 65 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. This will be taken very short, and he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. That one complete to Driver. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson steps away to his left. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Go, 14. He's coming. 14, got it.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Check it back.
Good job right there.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Flushed out right. Got his man. It's Driver complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 16. 1st down, Tampa Bay. On first down. Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the great Michael Strahan with a sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
Run now. I'm coming after you. 14.
To throw on third down. Wilson dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on fourth down.
Alert. Check. Hey, 0. We're looking for signals. Check three. Check. Hey, alert.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson escaping the pressure right. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility.
14.
Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Gets past one man. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on second down. Vick being chased out left. It got his man complete.